It's been, what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas.
Hey, Nick. Do you know if there's any good waterfalls around here?
Waterfalls? Dare I ask why?
Duh, Nick. Isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one.
Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training?
Of course, except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters.
Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close.
Oh, darn.
Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something?
Good idea.
So much for rushing spring waters.
Next, in the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy, in the tip of a hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Though its namesake, Nessie, proved to be a hoax. Locals are confident their Gordy is the real deal.
Boring. Can't they show real news for a change?
Nick? The water pressure's kind of low in the shower.
You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with a hose?
Good idea, Nick.
Apparently, Fey blood is no aid in detecting sarcasm.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time it's murder.
Gourd Lake again?
The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended, sources inside the police department revealed. But the suspect's name is Miles Edworth, age 24. Edworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor, known for his skills and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away?
Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like...
Nick?
Yipes, Maya!
The fireman yelled at me when I called him.
We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edworth.
What? You mean the prosecutor?
Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder.
What? When? Where? Who? Why? How?
I don't know.
Let's go find out, Nick.
His favorite plant. Its name is Charlie. Charlie. Maya's gotten the knack for watering it lately. Charlie's been perking up these days. Looks like cleaning days again at the hotel across the way. I hear they're planning a second branch outside the city. I can see the bellboy getting the angle of the screwdriver in the drawer just right. Maya brought in a poster of the Steel Samurai the other day. We had a big fight over whether or not to put it up or not. I know she's just waiting for a chance to sneak it up on the wall. Difficult-looking legal books stand on formidable row. They mock me. I tried reading one, but it made my head hurt. When I closed it, it slipped out of my hand. Then my foot hurt too. Mia's desk. If we had more clients, I would probably sit here more often. Lately, I've been spending much time on the couch watching TV. Well, what should we do?
What do you mean? Let's investigate. We should talk to Mr. Edgeworth and check out the crime scene.
You're right. We need more information. Save aimless and confusion for later. Any ideas? Well, got any good ideas?
Not really. I do my best thinking when I'm standing underneath a waterfall. You know, Nick, we've all been in here one time or another, haven't we?
I guess it comes with the territory.
I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. Ah!
Hey, Edgeworth, come back! What are you doing here?
Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood.
Well, he is in detention. Were you in a good mood when you were in here? So you've come to laugh at a fallen attorney. Then laugh! Laugh! Well, why aren't you laughing?
Nick, should we be laughing?
Nah, it's a trick. Laugh and he'll get mad, or burst into tears. Edgeworth, we don't have so much free time we can spend in coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to see you like this either, believe me. Smile for the camera. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He hasn't moved an inch since I came in. A real pro. Or maybe he's just nervous that with Edgeworth in the room.
Look at my badge.
Your attorney's badge? Edgeworth, let me defend you.
Oh, dang it. I wasn't supposed to. Alright.
Good one, Wright. But I'm not that hard up. Not yet.
But what do you mean by that?
Me? Trust me. Went behind the ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never.
What?
My case is near hopeless, Wright. Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down.
What?
Simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lacked confidence. After all, I did get every single one of my clients declared guilty.
I don't believe it.
Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular cannot ask to do this. What happened? Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it?
Duh, we're gonna help you, that's what.
Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey! So you've got lucky and won all 3, but your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, right? Experience.
Nick, he's insulting you. Nick? Why am I always the one who has to get angry?
The murder took place at Gourd Lake, correct? Yes, last night. Late last night. The lake is a long way away from your office and the courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you.
Mr. Edgeworth? You didn't really?
Gordy.
Huh?
I went to see Gordy.
Gordy? What's that?
I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? Did you do it? Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask, but you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case.
Why? But Nick is trying to help you.
I know that. But I don't want your help, okay?
Why not?
Look, just go away and leave me alone.
Nick, Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he?
Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere.
But Nick...
Not reliable. How's it going?
This is where it happened.
Yeah, Gourd Lake is in the middle of this park.
I can see some police walking around in there.
Questioning people, probably.
Hey, isn't that the Detective Gumshoe over there?
Well, pal, there's enough of us here. Anyone found anything?
Sorry, sir. Nothing.
Idiot. The trial's tomorrow. We need clues. On the double.
But, sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested the attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear, sir, he's the one who...
Shut up! Just you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, pal.
Yes, sir.
Detective Gumshoe's kind of scary today.
Recruits, peh. Bah.
Huh?
Hey, you that hairy guy. Hairy butts.
Right, Phoenix Wright. Will he ever learn my name?
And just what are you doing here, pal? Investigating?
Huh? Well, yes, I suppose.
Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it.
He seems different than usual. I wonder what happened. What's up? Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet.
Huh? Oh, you don't say.
Look at my badge. My badge is amazing.
That badge. You're showing that to the wrong guy, pal. You gotta show that to someone who needs it.
I feel winter's chill from the bare leaf trees today. What is it about winter that turns people into poets?
I don't know, but my toes are starting to feel numb.
Yes, my poetry has that effect on some people. I feel winter's chill from...
Oh yeah, I heard it.
The sign says Gourd Lake Nature Park. This place is full of families picnicking on the weekend.
But no waterfall.
Not many picnickers come here for spiritual training, Maya. What happened? Detective Gumshoe, do you know what happened here?
You don't know, pal?
No.
Wow, okay, Mr. Head in the Fluffy Pink Clouds lawyer.
Head in the... Huh?
Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night, about 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on Gourd Lake. In that boat were two men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol. And
the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth?
the cop who arrived on the scene arrested him.
How did they get there so fast?
Well, there was a witness. When the reports came in, we raced to the wake.
A witness?
You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you?
Absolutely not. It's impossible. I don't care if there's a witness either. I don't believe a lick of it.
But right. Who cares what the witness says?
I care.
You really believe in him, don't you, Detective?
Of course I do. But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody even really taking this investigation that seriously.
Oh no!
After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side.
Well, at least you are, Detective. At least you are. Is it true? No one will take Edward's case?
Yeah, he's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost your reputation, you'd be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is, well, it's pretty solid.
I suppose it would be if they have a witness.
Hey, pal, don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him, too. Remember the Steel Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get the client declared innocent.
I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said.
What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after the trial. He kept saying, white, 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 over and over.
Nick? I'm not sure that's a good sign.
Neither am I.
Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it.
Who is this witness?
Sorry, pal, that's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow.
Was there only that one witness?
Yep. It was pretty cold out there on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're going to turn up another witness. That's why we're here today. Checking things out. So far, we're coming up empty.
Oh, it's Christmas today. I'd forgotten. What are you getting for Christmas, Nick?
Talk to Santa.
Detective Gumshoe, sir.
What? Find something?
No, sir. Not yet. but there's a there, but they want us to hold an investigation briefing.
A briefing? Right, I'm off. Oh, sorry, pal. I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me before I head back?
Autopsy report, please.
Well, yes, do you have any information on the victim?
Sorry, they haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Actually, say if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal.
You're not coming back, detective?
Probably not, pal.
So what should we do if we have something to talk to you about?
Right. Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime.
Oh, hey, Detective Gumshoe.
Well, what?
We'd like to take a look around the park. Can we walk around?
Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission.
You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you information.
Right? Now let's get investigating.
Not reliable. How's it going?
Wowzers! This is Gourd Lake?
Yep. I'm not sure it warns of wowzers, though.
Probably not. But hey, look! At the snack stand.
Samurai dogs.
I want a samurai dog, please! I bet they're great.
With a name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be?
They're a little behind the times, though. The kids are all into the Pink Princess now. I mean, like, you know?
Nope.
Huh? Someone left poppers here. You know, you pull the string.
And then it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's.
Hey, Nick, they might be a clue. Let's take them.
Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right?
Oh, is it that obvious?
Poppers. I suppose it couldn't hurt. Huh? Weird. Where'd they go?
Into my pocket?
Popper is a classic party noisemaker. Pull the string and it goes bang. Not very clue-worthy.
Pop!
Line up a plastic benches. I guess the idea is you buy a dog and you eat it here. I doubt anyone would sit here and eat on a day like this. Except maybe Maya. If she had a samurai dog. The trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained.
Wow, Gourd Lake is really big.
Yeah.
Say, Nick, why is it called Gourd Lake?
Oh. Well, a long time ago, they used to grow gourds here.
Oh, no way. I was sure it was because the lake looked like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape.
Well, it is shaped like a gourd, actually, but that's just a coincidence.
Oh, okay.
A hot dog stand. It's closed. The Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. The banner reads Samurai Dogs. Someone needs to redecorate. Okay, there's nothing else here. Oh, rental shop.
Nate, what is this place?
A boat rental shop. Closed for Christmas, it seems. I guess a murder taking place on one of the boats won't be good for business either.
Boats? I've never ridden on a boat.
Really? Well, how about we go out on one when the trial's finished?
Hey, good idea, you bet.
Small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone's around. They're probably closed because it's Christmas. And there's more forest off that way. I doubt I'd find any helpful clues there. And there are some boats floating at the dock. Was one of these boats used in the murder, I wonder?
Nick?
Huh?
I changed my mind. I don't really want to go for a boat ride.
Mm-hmm. Beep beep ba beep ba da bum bum bing dum. Not really a boat.
I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping.
They've got guts camping at the scene of the crime.
Hey, Nick. If we were camping here last night, they might have known something about the murder.
That's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to them. This SUV has seen better days. It's dented all over. Can't believe anyone would drive their car down here.
Hey, Nick.
What? Don't tell me you're hungry again.
No. I was just wondering, why are camping pots and pans made of aluminum?
They didn't talk about that in any of the law books.
So there's no law saying that they have to be made of aluminum then?
I'm not having this conversation. There's food and some magazines on the sheet. It takes a pretty tough skin to camp in this cold. The sign says no camping. Funny place to pitch your tent.
Wait, what if the sign said no setting tents on fire?
Oh. I don't think they have signs like that.
Oh.
Slide to the left. Take it back now, y'all. This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by a noise.
Wow, cool. Let's try it out. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough? Hey, I'm Nick!
Huh?
Yeah!
Will you stop that?
Maybe it's broken.
Don't kick it. Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices?
Well, what then? These things?
The party poppers? Well, it responded.
Well, it responded.
Yeah.
Hey, you! Get your hands off of that! What in the Sam Hill? Look what you done now. There goes a whole roll of film. What? Huh? Sorry is nice, but it don't pay my bills. Y'all know how much a roll of that film costs? I'll pay you back. Y'all were thinking setting off party poppers in a place like this? Well, Don't try to play stupid with me just 'cause you think I'm some country bumpkin. Yeah, I know how y'all Yanks think. I'd say those southern folk talk with that exaggerated drawl. Why, they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb don't mean we all are. Nick, help! And who are you? Now, her chaperone?
No, rather, we're sort of friends.
Just figure out what y'all are gonna say and say for bejesus's sake. God, I'd rather sit through one of my papa's draws than listen to you stutter all day.
Oh boy. Guess we should pay her for the film.
Watch it.
Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later.
I'm really sorry.
This is the new Steam version. Yes, this is the Steam version of the game. You can use your mouse and stuff. Look at this. I'm gonna click and click. Present. Okay, I have to push E to present. Present! This is my badge.
Huh? Aren't badges supposed to be all shiny and impressive? You a cop or something?
I'm a lawyer.
What? Y'all ain't tried and pull one of them lawsuits on me over that film now? 'Cause I'll have y'all know, I'm a fighter and I wrestled meaner looking things than you.
No, that's not it at all. We're here investigating the murder that took place here on the lake.
A murder? Sounds cool. Why didn't y'all say that in the first place? Go ahead. Ask me anything you like.
Finally, some cooperation.
You two, y'all can come out of hiding now. I won't bite hard.
Come to think of it, where did Maya go?
Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. The culture gap and all. Never you mind, honey. I can talk Yank if it pleases you. Thanks, I think I'll be okay. Great then. I'm Lotta Hart, but y'all can call me Lotta. I'm here for photographing meteor showers of a research project. For a research project. Mighty pleased to meet you. Dun-dun-dun.
What happened?
Oh yeah, when was that murder anyway? I ain't seen much television lately.
It happened late in the night on Christmas Eve.
That's so. Christmas Eve?
A man in a boat was shot. Did you see anything?
Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one. Not sure though. Y'all gotta remember, I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. I've seen enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which I seen when. So, what is it you do, Lotta? Huh? Me? Y'all don't really want to know that, do you? Actually, I'm a research student at Country U, right in the heart of the heartland. Wow, neat. Nick, she's a research student at the University Country U.
So I hear.
So when did you come up here? Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago.
What were you photographing?
Didn't I tell you that already? Meteors. Yep. Meteor showers.
Falling stars?
That's quite a camera you have there. Y'all better know it. It's German made, a genuine Sloan legend.
Isn't that where they make knives?
So, what's that device you have stuck on the camera? Huh? Device? Your camera went off all by itself when I fired my party popper. Oh, that mic triggers the shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera? Neat.
Lotta?
Yeah?
So your camera, it triggers on loud explosion noises?
Yup.
Actually, the victim in the case we're researching, he was shot with a pistol.
A pistol?
Right. Now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to our party popper?
I guess it would.
Your camera didn't get a picture of the murder, did it?
Hey, y'all are pretty bright.
Huh?
I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I'll have a look-see at my film.
It would have been a photo taken last night.
I checked them once, don't remember if there was anything on them though. But what if I got something? I could be witness to a genuine murder. Yeehaw! I'll go check that film. Y'all come back now, you hear?
She went inside her SUV. I guess we should come back later.
Y'all come back now, you hear?
Let's go to the precinct. I guess Detective Gumshoe is still in the meeting.
Hey! Thanks for coming down, pal.
Detective Gumshoe?
We just finished the meeting. For better or for worse.
I get the feeling we're in for some bad news.
Look at, I found something.
Sorry, I'm doing a blank right now.
Look at my badge.
Hey, is that the police department mascot?
That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. It's my mascot.
I see. How nice.
I got him assigned a mascot on the criminal affairs department, and it's the last. If it's the last thing I do.
Good luck. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen.
What? Gord Lake? Gordy signed it. I don't believe it.
Shouldn't you be reading something more important? The poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar, my bad. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself.
All right. Hands against the wall, all of you. Don't even think about escaping. I got eyes in the back of my head.
He must be doing some imagined training for arrests. These are detective desks. There's a computer and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I expected. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time on their desks.
Yeehaw!
Alright. The victim. Do you know anything about the victim yet?
No. I still can't ID him.
Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything?
Not a word.
So, how did the meeting go?
But can't tell you, pal. And you're a lawyer.
True.
You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edward's human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can't anyone else see that?
So they think that Mr. Edward did it?
Well, the trial's starting tomorrow as scheduled.
I see. Hey, in the end, you did tell us about the meeting.
Don't go telling anyone else, pal.
Yes, sir.
And do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edward. He needs help, and you're the ones to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe, how come you trust Mr. Edward so much?
Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other. And that's how it works.
A working relationship?
See, Mr. Edward always gets his defendants to declare guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times, but there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. We've got to earn that trust, and he places in us.
I see.
Mr. Edward is a man you can trust, and you have my word on that.
I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report?
Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you.
Thank you. Nick?
Hold on. Time of death sometime on the 24th or 25th. Cause one bullet shot to the heart. You give love a bad name.
Huh? Can you show me that photo of the victim? That face. Is someone you know? I don't know. I just have this feeling that I've met him somewhere a long time ago.
Wait, we have that? We don't have that. When did we get that? We don't have that. Dun, 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 bam, boom, boom. Dun, bam, bam, bing, ding, bing, ding.
Well, I hope it helps you, pal.
Thanks, Detective.
Should be able to get... No, not boat rentals. I remember this chapter being like one of the chapters where you move back and forth a lot.
Hey, y'all!
Lana!
Wait up a sec. We got bingo.
Bingo?
My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Hey, this is them. Take a look.
Wait.
See? He's shooting him with the pistol.
It looks like that, yes.
But you can't really tell who that is shooting. Yeah, well, there was enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But, you know, seeing these photos reminded me of something.
What?
I saw the murder happen. I'm a witness.
What? Are you serious?
Of course.
How'd you forget? Never mind.
Y'all reckon I should tell the cops? I reckon no. I reckon no. What's that? Now, don't y'all think y'all can pull one over on me just 'cause you speak the lingo. I know enough to know that when you see a murder, you best tell the cops. It's my obligation as a citizen. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo later. Wait, Lotta. What? Y'all can't see I'm kind of busy?
Tell us what you saw too, please.
Nice try, honey. But I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice. And that means the cops. I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you.
That's gross. You just said that she would eat a skunk's butt.
Lotta, don't let it get your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or was it the other way around? No matter, I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot darn.
She left. Well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick? Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. The question is, what exactly did she see? I guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. 12:15 a.m. Looks like the police have given up their interviewing.
Hey!
No, Nick, it's, I think Santa's mad at you. A long time no see, Nick. Nick? You know Santa? Wow, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection. Don't be ridiculous. Dude, it's me. Larry, what are you doing here?
Isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Gotta get money for dates, you know. My girl Beyonce deserves the best.
Beyonce? Not another model, I hope.
Oh, Beyonce's a fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I'd wear this costume. She was all, you go, girlfriend, you know? She bought this costume for me.
That's great, Larry. Wow, a Santa costume. She must really be nice. She must be really nice.
Whoa, cute.
Nick, who's she? She's not yours. She's not your... Not my what? No, she's not. I'm his partner, Maya Fey. I'm the little sister.
Sister? Wow, Nick. Must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of the little sister.
No, I'm not Nick's little sister. I'm my older sister's little sister.
Huh. Sounds great.
Don't worry, Maya, he's not listening.
Santa Claus. Look at my badge. My badge is amazing.
Huh. Oh, that's your attorney's badge, isn't it? Dude, you really helped me back in that trial. I'm sorry I can't really pay you.
'Cause you blow it all on Beyonce.
but you can have all the dogs you want. But really?
Larry, if you let her out your dogs, you won't have any left for the other customers.
Hey, no problem. If that's what makes her happy, you know?
How many times do I have to remind you that it was me who got you off the hook?
What's that?
It's a camera. You take pictures with it.
Huh? But Larry, do you mean you don't know what a camera is? Of course I know. Hey, you're looking at a bona fide junior high graduate. I was talking about the weird contraption on the camera.
Oh, that? Well, it's hard to explain. Just forget about it.
Well, don't go showing it to me. Jeez.
Hey, Larry, you know this guy?
Who's this?
I don't know. That's why I asked you.
Who's this, Maya? Well...
Oh, wait. Maya said she had seen him before, didn't she?
What's this? You know, my eyes have been getting pretty bad lately, Nick.
Actually, that photo's blurry. That photo's blurry, Larry. It was taken last night.
Last night?
What happened? Hey, Larry. There was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything?
Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Keontae, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Oof.
I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya.
No, it's just Keontae's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot.
A model? I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow.
Huh, neat.
The defendant is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth.
Nick? Why would Larry know Edward? Whoa, Nick! You don't mean that, Miles Edgeworth? Old Edgy?
Yeah. He's a murder suspect.
Whoa, murder? Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry? Yeah, of course. Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school. What?
Samurai dogs.
Tell me about the dogs. Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs? But why are there samurai dogs? I mean, they kind of look like gourd-shaped. Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs, you know, like guard dogs. Ouch. The samurai thing was Keontae's idea. But she's my woman, she's my woman, you know. She was all, change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made me that banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of those samurai dogs. Something about that just seems wrong. Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake. What with the big news? The big news? Yeah, Gordy. Gordy? What's Gordy? Huh? You mean you don't know? It's here. It's this very lake. A giant mysterious monster. Gordy. A monster? Yeah. Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo. Wow, it's really real. Nick, a monster, a real monster.
Yeah. It's probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. What's this? I set the camera to automatic, and when we got into the frame, I heard a loud bang, like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water.
Wish I could have seen it.
Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, could I borrow this article from you?
Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million. Well, $1 million?
Grow up, Larry.
So, Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry? Yeah, Nick, Kim, and I used to hang out all the time. Wow, I never knew. Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like his father. Like his father? Yeah, Reggie's pops was a famous defense lawyer back in the day. Wow. Wait, you said defense lawyer? Yeah. Wait a second. But Mr. Edward is a prosecuting attorney. What? Reggie's got a proboscis on his knee? No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer. Huh. Go figure. He's always used to talk about defending the weak, who were unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about a man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed his mind, though. You know, Nick? Do you know Nick? Nick? Dun dun dun. Sorry, Nick. I don't know much about that. I'm just a simple vendor of samurai dogs, dig? Dun, dun, alright, bye.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. Just something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey, I remember now. This guy. He's a lawyer that was at the office Mia worked at. I met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis.
That office? Wait, you mean Grossberg's office?
Right, that guy.
That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him for old time's sake. Well, what should we do?
The police have pretty much made up their mind that Mr. Edgeworth did it, and Mr. Edgeworth won't tell us anything. I guess we could go look for clues down by the lake.
Right. Well, penny for your thoughts?
Thoughts? Yeah, why won't Mr. Edgeworth tell us anything? And why did he refuse to ask for our help? What a jerk.
That old familiar clearing of the throat.
You're me something, are you not?
I was her understudy, yes. Phoenix Wright.
And you're me as something too, are you not?
Her little sister, yes.
You've grown. You come to look a lot like your sister, you know. It takes me back. The days of my youth, like a scent of fresh lemon, you see.
Mr. Grossberg, sir?
Yes. I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it then? Something the matter?
I guess you never got your painting back.
Why is the wall there a different color? A big painting was hanging there until recently. Huh? What happened to it? Well, he gave it to someone. I bet he gave it to some romantic interest. Love blooms eternal, Nick. Yeah. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. I think our Charlie's cuter, right? He's a really cute plant. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter is made out of solid gold. Even I can tell someone here has money to burn. We should put things on our client's table too. I'm not really into smoking. We could put out candy or gum. Classy. A solid mahogany desk.
Mahogany.
The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Hey Nick, I want a desk like that in our office too. I don't know. I don't think I'm ready to sit on the desk like that. Huh? I meant for me. You better start saving your allowance then.
This is the Steam version of Ace Attorney. Just released not that long ago.
Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves. Filled with expensive looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. Well, then let's take them back to our office. He won't miss them.
We don't need them.
Then we can take that wooden bear. It is kind of cute.
Look at my badge.
You've really grown up in the past few years, my dear. How proud Mia would be if she could see you now.
She said she was more worried about me than anything.
Oh, just go on and take the compliment, will you? What happened? There was a murder last night.
A murder?
You haven't heard?
I just got out, you see.
Well, Miles Edwards shot someone with a pistol.
Edwards? What? Who did he shoot?
Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown.
This is terrible news indeed.
I guess he hadn't heard anything. Mr. Grossberg, whatever happened to that painting?
Oh, yes. I do not think it shall ever be coming home to this office. I can't exactly claim it is stolen. I suppose it's my just desserts. Old, bitter desserts.
Dun, dun, dun. Look at the picture.
Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Ah!
Did you remember?
He was a lawyer here in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond.
Mr. Hammond?
And you say this is the man Miles Edwards shot?
This is the second case. This is the third case, I think, or maybe the fourth. No, this is the fourth case. Third or fourth case.
Who is this Hammond guy, anyway?
Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case.
That case?
Yes, the DL6 incident.
DL6? Why does that sound so familiar?
Perhaps you remember?
I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder.
That was the incident where the police were so at a loss they used a spirit medium.
Wait, you don't mean... Was that medium my mother?
Yes, my dear. The spirit medium, Mr. Fay, your mother contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was lost. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident, yes, happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed.
They never caught the criminal, right?
Correct. Misty Fay used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man.
But
But Mr. Hammond won the case, and the suspect was declared innocent.
And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg?
Yes, quite.
Thank you.
No, please, don't mention it.
DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again. But wait! What does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edward?
It has everything to do with Mr. Edworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edworth.
What? His father?
If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this, I'm sure he'll talk to you.
Well, wait. This is a photograph of my mother.
Thank you for the follow.
Luna Moon.
Thank you.
Misty Fay, mother of Mia and Maya Fay, show this photograph to Mr. Edworth. He'll have something to say to you then. My apologies, I'm not sure I can help you with that. So this is the moment the crime took place, eh?
Yes.
you can't really say for sure that's Edgeworth. I'm not sure whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. Not sure at all. So, this camera on the lake takes a photo whenever it hears an explosion sound,
That's what she said.
and it just happened to be set up on the beach, pointing out on the lake.
Yes, she said it was a photograph shooting stars.
Shooting stars, explosions. What's the connection? It's I'd be suspicious of this witness of yours.
Alright. Edgy poo.
What's this? I was hoping you'd gotten my message the first time.
Edgeworth. What about your defense?
It's no concern of yours.
Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. What happened? Can I ask you about the murder?
Right. I'll ask you again, just leave me alone. Please try to understand. I'm not doing this to prove I'm tough or because I look down on you. I just don't want you anywhere near this case, understood? Understand?
Why did you go to Gourd Lake?
I have no intentions of telling you.
Or apparently would you tell Detective Gumshoe? Detective Gumshoe was really worried about you.
Edgeworth, it's only been a matter of hours since you last visited. Yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, Wright. You are always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you?
About the DL6 incident.
Right, DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6.
So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away?
I don't know, but I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you'd like, and I will answer to the best of my abilities.
Look at my badge.
With your attorney's badge, I can't say I really want to see one of those right now.
DL6.
The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested. A man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And
Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder?
Correct.
The spirit medium. That spirit medium. That was my mom.
What? You mean you're... That's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now this.
About to end?
The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago. On December 28th.
December 28th?
The statue
of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days. What?
Nick, what does that mean?
When a case statute of limitations runs out legally, that case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed forever.
What happened to the suspect? The one who got off innocent?
I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murderer suspect in such a big case.
So, was your father a lawyer?
He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently.
So, you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps.
I'd rather not talk about it.
Well, now what? I talked to you about everything. I guess I could go to here.
What's going on here?
What's wrong, detective?
This wild lady comes in here just a while ago. Says she came to talk to y'all after hearing. She came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal?
A lot of heart.
Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want to give me Mr. Edgeworth? You want to give Mr. Edgeworth a death sentence, pal?
No, not at all. Just, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence.
You trying to say something about the way I do my job?
No, sir. Honest testimony. So, what did Miss Hart say?
She said she saw Mr. Edwards fire the pistol.
What?
She even had a photograph to prove it.
Right, I saw it too. But you really can't tell from the photo who it is shooting.
That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality of might, but should let us see who it was, who is who.
She can do that?
Enhance.
Okay, so there's going to be an enlarged photograph that shows Edgeworth in the act. Great. Just great.
In any case, she's going to be the one testifying tomorrow.
Huh? What happened to the other witnesses?
Well, apparently there was a cancellation.
A cancellation?
I'm afraid tomorrow is going to be life or death for poor Mr. Edgeworth. We got a witness who says she saw the very moment of the murder, and we got a photo taken when the shot rang out.
I'd say that sounds like a pretty unwinnable case. But wait, what did Mia used to say? If he's innocent, there's gotta be something I've overlooked.
It sounds like Mr. Edgeworth is going to ask the state to assign a public defender. I was just asked to file the paperwork. But you still got time, pal. Go talk to him again for me, please. You got to convince him. You can make him let you defend him, please. I know you're the only one who can do it, pal. You're the only one who can save Mr. Edgeworth.
Calm down, jeez.
Hey, pal, there's only one thing I wanted to see from you. And that's a letter of request from Mr. Edgeworth for you to be his defense attorney.
Fine, let's go.
Again. Gosh dang it. What am I missing?
What's that? I'm not in the mood for idle banter, right?
Edgeworth?
It's only been a matter of hours.
We already talked about this.
Who would have thought there'd be a photo?
Edgeworth, did you shoot him?
What do you think, Wright?
I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no.
So you didn't shoot him?
No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right? It pains me to ask you this now.
I know. You want us to defend you.
Yes. Will you?
Of course we won't.
Sorry, Edgy, no way!
All right.
Nick?
Hey, don't look so serious, guys. I was kidding. Just a little joke.
There was nothing little.
Or joke-like about it.
I thought it was funny.
Nick, do it over.
Yes, Your Honor. How could I refuse you, Edgeworth?
Thank you, Wright.
This is my chance to finally pay you back.
Pay him back?
Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you.
Never mind, I guess you don't really need to know.
Huh. My letter of request, please give it to Detective Gumshoe.
Well, I guess we should.
What's that?
Earthquake! Nick, it's a big one! Wow, it's coming down. Whew. That was scary.
Huh? Where's Edgeworth?
There. He's on the floor, in a ball, shivering. I guess he doesn't do well with earthquakes.
I've heard of running, but curling up in a ball?
Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edward doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick.
Right. We have to give Edward's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe.
All right. Then, enjoy being a ball, Edgeworth.
Look what I got.
Hey, you did it, pal. I'm glad I waited until the last minute to fill those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you.
Thanks, Detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow then.
Good luck, pal. Hey, you guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried.
Worried? We're fine. I've lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now.
Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little, now that you mention it.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm gonna go check on him. You two go eat and get the West. You two go eat and get your West for tomorrow's trial. Later.
I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes.
I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. Then again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edward. To be continued. Karma.
That's right, Manfred von Karma. He is the best prosecutor there is. He hasn't lost a case in his 40-year career. He is a god. He is a god of prosecution, right? A god.
Not a single case?
He'll do anything to get a guilty verdict, anything.
Sounds like someone else I know, Edgeworth.
You don't understand. I mean, he'll really do anything. Manfred von Karma is a man to be feared.
That's quite a claim coming from someone who forges evidence.
He taught me what it really means to prosecute.
What?
Just picture a prosecutor as vicious as me, multiplied by a factor of 10.
So, was he your teacher then, Mr. Edgeworth?
Something like that.
And now he's trying to get you found guilty? What a creep! Oh wait, maybe he's planning on losing on purpose to help you out.
Not a chance. He hasn't lost once in 40 years. 40 years! He's as ruthless as they come, times 20.
That's pretty ruthless.
Like I said, he is a god among prosecutors.
I guess that's something like Mia was to me. Speaking of Mia.
Maya? Uh-huh. We could really be using Mia's help right now, don't you think? Oh. I can't. Sorry, I tried. I really tried, but I couldn't reach.
You couldn't reach?
I think it's because I haven't been training. My powers are weak again.
Oh man, what bad timing.
I'm really sorry. I'll try my best.
I hope so.
What are you whispering about?
Oh, it's nothing. Well, it's time. Let's head in.
Objection. Objection.
Dang, I don't have the voice to do Von Karma.
Objection. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Mr. Von Karma, is the prosecution ready? You seriously think that I would stand here were I not completely prepared? Right, my apologies.
He's even got the judge scared.
Very well. Your opening statements, please. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. That should be fine. The prosecution may call its first witness.
What's with this guy? Is he royalty or something? How am I supposed to fight against this?
I call the detective in charge of this case,
Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Okay, Gumshoe's first. Let's see how this goes.
Describe the incidents. Now!
Yes, sir.
Detective Gumshoe looks nervous.
Please take a look at the map. The murder happened late Christmas Eve, around midnight. There was one boat in the very middle of the lake. There were 2 men in the boat. Now, there happened to be a woman camping here on the edge of the lake. It's 12:10 a.m. She heard 2 pistol shots. Then the boat started to move. He went towards the boat rental shop.
Testify to the court about the arrest. Now! Wait, he's on calm. Yes. Actually, I'm the one that's supposed to be handling the proceedings. Wrong. There's only one thing you need to do here. You will slam down your gavel and say the word guilty. That is your role. Yes, of course. You're quite right.
No, he's not.
The man called into the station about 30 minutes after midnight. He headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth. Now, I didn't suspect him of anything at all, but the next morning the body was found in the lake. So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
I see. Very well. Begin your cross-examination, attorney. Now!
A man called into the station around 30 minutes after midnight.
Oops. Hold, dang it, wrong hold. You're holding the wrong thing. I'm not ready for this holding. Gosh dang it, I don't have the voice to objection like you. Alright. Yeah, it's 30 minutes after midnight.
You received a call from a man?
Yep.
But you said there was a woman camping there. She was the one who heard the 2 gunshots, right?
That woman and the man who called in the report are 2 different people, obviously.
Different people?
There were 2 witnesses. Their testimonies were quite similar, however. Today, I've summoned the woman who was camping.
The woman who was camping. Lot of heart.
What happened next, detective?
We headed to the scene of the crime as fast as we could.
How long was it between receiving the report and the arrival at the lake?
Well, I'd say it was about 3 minutes.
That's pretty fast.
Our motto of the month is get there quick.
Detective, you will refrain from casually revealing department secrets.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
I look forward to your next year's salary review.
So much to look forward to these days.
This is no time to deject daydreaming. Continue.
Yes, sir. That's where we found Mr. Edgeworth.
What was Mr. Edgeworth like when you saw him then?
Well, from what I saw, he would look pretty relaxed. Not like a murderer at all, really.
Detective, the court requires the facts, not your opinion. How many years have you been on the force? Facts only, detective. Hard, cold, objective facts.
Yes, sir.
Man, he's got his share of objections.
No, I didn't suspect him of anything at all.
Why didn't you think he was suspicious?
You should know. We have a deep trusting relationship with the prosecutors.
Detective, the court isn't interested in your musing. Deep, trusting poppycock. I've never heard so many flippant comments from an active detective on the force.
Detective Gumshoe doesn't look so good.
Continue now.
But the next morning, the body was found in the lake.
Did you find any clues on the body?
A single bullet was recovered from the body. He was shot through the heart, fatally.
Judge, here is the bullet. It didn't strike bone, so its shape is well preserved. Very well. The court accepts this bullet into evidence.
So we had to arrest Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, why is that?
Well, we found the murder weapon in the boat.
The murder weapon?
A pistol.
Detective Gumshoe, that is a vital piece of information. Please revise your testimony.
Right, sorry, Your Honor. The murder weapon we found in the boat was decisive evidence.
What about the pistol made it decisive evidence?
Tisk.
He has the same evil laugh as Edgeworth.
There were fingerprints on the pistol found in the boat. They were clear prints from Mr. Edgeworth's right hand.
What?
Water! So Mr. Edgeworth's fingerprints were found on the murder weapon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, this is the weapon in question. I accept it into evidence.
Fired 3 times. Bear Prince.
Members of the court. We now have the pistol used in the murder and the bullet found in the body. Detective.
Yes, sir.
Was the bullet found in the body fired from this pistol?
Yes. The ballistic markings on the bullet matched the pistol.
Hey, Nick, what does he mean, ballistic markings?
Shocking to imagine someone here does not know something as basic as ballistic markings.
Nick, he's glaring at me.
Very well, I'll explain. Actually, Judge, you do it. Hey, me? Ballistic markings are like the fingerprints of a gun. The barrel leaves distinctive markings on each bullet it fires. You can examine these ballistic fingerprints to see which gun fired the shot. It's quite accurate. Indeed. This leads to one inevitable conclusion. The bullet found in the victim's heart was without a doubt fired from this pistol. This pistol, as you may recall, was covered with the defendant's own fingerprints. Water! Water!
This is bad. This makes it look like Edward did it.
Well, Judge, I'd say it's almost decisive, yes. Honestly, I could declare a verdict at this point. However, you wish to hear the witness speak, no doubt? Very well. I am somewhat fatigued, and so I will take a brief break. I will call my witness after the recess, which will last 10 minutes. Judge! Yes? What are you doing? A 10-minute recess. Now! But wait, Just bang your flimsy gavel and get on with it, man. Yes. This court will take a 10-minute recess.
Who's running the court anyway? Edgeworth, what's going on here? Your fingerprints were on the murder weapon. And that foggy photo makes one thing clear. That the only one who could have shot the man was the person in the photo. True. Was that you in the boat? Yes, it was me. What? But you must believe me, I didn't shoot him. Then who did? I don't know. You don't know? Weren't you right there? I heard a gunshot from very close by. Then the other man fell from the boat. I can't say why, but I thought at the time that he had shot himself. You mean it was a suicide? And that's the only explanation I can come up with. Huh? How am I gonna convince anyone of that? Say, Maya? Huh? But what? Any progress with Mia?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's no good. I know. I'm not good for anything, am I, Nick? If I can't call my sister, I might as well not be here, right?
No, I need you here. Yeah, you're useless.
Actually, I just want to see what it says when you say,
Yeah, you're useless. Yeah, you're useless. Well, actually, you don't know law, and you don't have any trial experience or techniques. Yeah, you're pretty much useless. But I can't say that.
It's okay, Nick. You don't have to say anything. Your face said it for you.
Whoops.
No, of course we... I'm sorry. It's okay, Nick. I don't know anything about trial or defense.
it's okay, because I'm reloading.
No, I need you here. No, of course not. I need you here. I can see you're always trying to help out. Even if you don't actually help. It's a thought that counts, right?
It's okay, Nick. You don't have to make me feel better. I don't know anything about trials or defense.
What's more, I'm a spirit medium who can't even contact spirits. Everyone has their off days. I mean, I've just been getting lucky lately. But you never know when my luck is gonna run out. Really? Whoa. Right. Don't jinx this case any more than it already is. It's bad for my heart. Oh. Sorry. Whoops.
Good evening, sis. Mr. Von Karma, call your witness. Yes. Will Miss Lotta Hart take to the stand? Lotta Hart, you are a research student at the university?
That I am.
Good. Begin by telling us what you saw the night of the incident. And don't add anything trivial or subjective. Understand?
Y'all need to learn some manners.
Understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Very well. Your testimony, please.
It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon.
It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight.
I reckon. I was in my car. I heard this bang come up from the lake. When I look out the window, I saw two gents in the boat. Then there was another bang. There was nary a thing on the lake but that boat.
Enough.
Huh?
Judge, she happened to take a photo of the incident. This is the photo. Accept it as evidence. Well, this is a surprise. This looks like the very moment of the murder. Order! I will remove people from this courtroom if they do not have order immediately. As the witness testified, she looked at the lake when she heard the shot. There were no other boats on that lake. So, the man in the boat with the victim must have been the one who shot him. Yes, it was the defendant Miles Edgeworth. Order! I will have order. Well, Judge, the evidence is decisive. I have very little doubt about this case. Very well, this court finds the defendant.
Wait, Your Honor. I haven't cross-examined the witness yet.
A cross-examination. We have photographic proof. What question can there possibly be? This photo is worth 1,000 words. They all read guilty. You lose. Or you claim to have found a contradiction in her testimony. Very well. If you have to, you may cross-examine the witness. You will only flounder and ask meaningless questions. You will fail to find anything. And then I will have you held in contempt of court.
Nick? Contempt?
Contempt of court, you know?
I guess I understand. Well, what are you going to do?
You really think there's a contradiction in the facts in her testimony?
I think there was.
I think I noticed one little thing. Wow, I'm impressed, Nick. I didn't notice anything. Right. Let's take him on.
Yeah. I got a bad feeling about this. I understand. I will cross-examine the witness.
Very well. I pray for your sake this isn't a waste of time.
It was Christmas Eve, just after midnight, I reckon. Just after midnight, you say? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Yeah, well, yes.
I know you want to find the contradictions, but really,
Yeah.
I hope your next contradiction is a little bit more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony.
I was in my car. Why were you camping there anyway? I'm a research student of my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research.
What research? This all sounds suspicious.
Miss Hart, would you be more specific about your research?
What does the witness's motive in camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained. Wait, now, I'm the one who says that. Well, then say it already. Objection sustained.
Thanks for nothing, Your Honor.
I heard this bang come from the lake. So you weren't looking at the lake at the time? Nope. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat with the witness.
When I looked out the window, I saw two gents in a boat. Could you clearly see the two men? Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you?
Uh-oh.
Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men. Yeah, well, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You'd best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something.
Then there was another bang. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out? Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless. Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble.
Von Karma, I think I hate you. He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end?
There was nary a thing on the lake but that boat. Are you sure about that? Yeah, sure as a country gal can be.
It sounds pretty sure.
How come you're so sure? Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake.
Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat.
Miss Hart, you...
Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained. That's what I'm... Sustained! Yes, of course.
Oh, great.
Enough. I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in a testimony worth noting.
But Your Honor.
You keep your promise. Mr. Wright, I'm afraid that I will have to penalize any further outbursts by holding you in contempt of court. And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood?
Nick, Lana's testimony is fishy. Nick, real fishy. I know what you mean, but if I can't say anything, what can I do?
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision. Then pass your judgment. Very well. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, please take the stand. Who was that?
It was me.
Maya.
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lana Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you're actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edward. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lana, did you really clearly see Mr. Edward that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's adverse.
Answer me, Lana. What's the big idea, treating me like some kind of criminal? I saw him, I swear it. I saw Edgeworth.
Enough. Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guards, escort Mr. Wright out of the room. He is in contempt of court and must leave.
No. No. Wait! I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Wrong.
What?
Did you hear what Ms. Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have a right to cross-examine her again.
Order! 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 You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection. I'm sorry, Mr. Von Kammer, but I cannot. What? Miss Lauderhart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again. But he is in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
Very well. My fay. You will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick? I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck. Maya!
I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering my witness.
I'm running out of time. I'd better find a contradiction in here or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
The last statement.
I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, what about the other man?
You cannot expect to be allowed to blatantly ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claim there was a contradiction in the witness's testimony. Well, find it! If you can. Mr. Wright, I have to assign you a penalty.
Damn. That's it? Uh-oh, I don't know if I can find anything in that. But I can't squander Maya's efforts either.
I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edgeworth.
You can't see nobody.
Got you. Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally.
What? You got what?
Look at this photograph.
Look at this photograph. I need to just have that on a button so that I can just have it.
The photo I took?
The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart.
So?
This picture was taken with a professional high-quality film, correct? Yet, even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How?
What?
And Mr. Wright has a point. That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please.
Yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself.
Miss Hart,
What?
could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could.
And please testify to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony.
You're right. It was a cold night, and the fog was thick as grits. So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem.
So you use binoculars? Very well. You may cross-examine you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
This one better be good.
You're right. It was cold that night, so, and the mist was thick as grits.
So how could you see Edgeworth?
Now, just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from.
The defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is.
Nobody loves me.
So once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car.
Your camera?
Yeah, it's got an automatic.
The issue we are concerned with here is mishearting Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with it at all. Objection sustained.
He's not letting her answer any of my questions.
Still, I brought my binoculars with me.
Binoculars?
Yeah, binoculars.
Yesterday you mentioned that you were looking for shooting stars, correct?
Well, yeah.
Coral.
Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? I've got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take pictures of a meteor shower?
The camera is irrelevant to this case.
You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue your line of questioning. But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences. Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
This is a make it or break it time. The camera is of the utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key of this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there.
Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear you. The camera was set up to take pictures of the meteor shower.
Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know, the fog gets thick on the lake. It's not very suited for stargazing.
Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect.
Now, wait a minute.
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth. No unnecessary comments, please.
When I heard that noise on the lake, I looked with my binoculars.
If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all?
What do you mean?
Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him?
I did, yeah.
Enough. There's no room for doubt in her testimony.
She sounded pretty doubtful to me. But I have to find the clear contradiction first. I don't care how many von Karmic objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do.
You're right, it was cold tonight. Once I was finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. The camera was set up to take pictures of the meteor shower. Bullcrap. You were there for Nessie. Dang it. Your Honor, that statement contradicts the evidence.
It does? I don't see any contradictory.
Huh? Really?
Objection overruled. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright.
Oops, that didn't go so well.
I looked at my binoculars. It's his name. On the Phoenix Wright track. No, I didn't mean to push that button.
If you excuse me, Your Honor, I'm gonna make use of the save scumming feature.
Yes, it's quite all right, scum.
And it was called Thick as Grits. Down, down, do, 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 do. Thick as Grits. When I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. How could you see Edgeworth? Yankee, the fence, nobody loves me. So I finished setting up my camera, back in the car. Your camera?
Your camera?
Yeah, it's got an automatic.
The issue we are concerned here is Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edward. The camera has nothing to do with it at all.
That's not true. Take pictures of the meteor. Miss Hart made you take photographs. Stargazing. Right, and I'm badgering for challenge intellect. I heard the noise. Lake, I looked with my binoculars. But the noise was twice, right? There were 2 shots. That says it's fired 3 times. Mm, 12, 15. So, Hog, how can you see it? You saw him, yeah. Enough. You're right, it was cold. Miss was thick as grits. Thick as grits. You setting up your camera. Da, 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 da. Faces the lake. Ba, 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 ba. Thick as grits. I'm assuming it has to do with the amount of shots. When I heard the noise out in the lake, I looked with my binoculars. I looked with my binoculars. What contradicts that? I mean, this doesn't contradict it, but it's still 3 shots. Bum, bing, bum, bim, bum. Set up to take pictures of meteor. No, it wasn't. It wasn't set up to take pictures of meteors. It was set up at the lake. Yeah, that's the lie. Objection.
You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie.
Says who?
I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to
to take photos of stars, Miss Hart.
Oof. Oof.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor.
Well then, what exactly was she photographing?
Your Honor, take a look at this. What was Miss Hart trying to take a photograph at the lake? Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
What's this, a newspaper article? Gordy. The sighting of Gourd Lake.
Well, Miss Hart,
I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy.
I have proof. I have it. Proof.
Intriguing.
Nobody said anything that it was a monster.
Very well, let's see it, and no joking around this time, please. What is this? What is the proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster?
The camera, no? Or the picture? I guess the picture. Here's my proof. It's simple.
If it's simple, then why have you obviously made an error, Mr. Wright?
It's not a look at it. The camera's set up looking at the lake. How's that?
What's that?
Go home. Consider a career change.
How can they so casually toss aside this evidence? Oh, whoops, wrong evidence.
Lucky for you, I'm in the patient mood, Mr. Wright. One more time, please. What proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster?
The camera? The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Your camera was set to take photos to respond to loud noises, correct? Thus the photograph here taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, the Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises.
Order! Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you?
Yeah, not bad. Are all y'all lawyers that smart? So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what? Huh? That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. What you'd just use several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey!
But as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing!
Not true. You're hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though.
Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it.
Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at that lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. When I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Objection!
The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something. I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction?
Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Ha! That would be a first.
Very funny.
You understand that this is your last chance for cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Actually, I'm not a research student at a university.
Then, what manner of person are you?
I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be called a manner of anything. I'm an investigative photographer.
An investigative photographer?
Yep. You get your photo, I sell it to the press. It's that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year. And guess what?
What?
There was a UFO just hanging in the sky.
UFO?
You know, an unidentified flying object, a UFO. That's when I had sort of a revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer.
I see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career.
Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster.
This Gordy really all that newsworthy?
Heck yeah! They even had him up on the TV.
I'm not sure that appearing on a local news rumor of the month segment qualifies. Last month's segment was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, I believe.
Hey, they also had a picture of him in the newspaper, for real.
Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's why I was camping out by the lake.
That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera?
Yep, borrowed it from the university professor. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang,
it snaps a photo.
Yep.
So how many pictures has it taken so far?
The only time the camera's triggered was that night. That's all it was, but that's all I was hiding.
I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake.
Heck, if word got out what I was up to, the lake would be swarming with competitors.
Competitors?
Yep, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop.
Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth?
Well, actually...
Mr. Wright, I will not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case.
Whatever you say, Von Karma, I know you told her to keep quiet.
When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at that lake.
Exactly what sort of sound was it?
Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper than I would have expected. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time.
There wasn't much else to look at?
Yep.
I don't know, if she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, kinda doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat.
What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for?
Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Witness, continue.
Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot.
Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time?
Huh? Wait, you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, no. The lake was smooth as glass, and nobody was on the shore neither.
I better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something.
Imagine scoop while I was camping by a lake, but that's all I was hiding. Heard a bang, I looked straight out to the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, I just watched the boat the whole time. Save scum, 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 I am save scum, scum, scum. But what about Gordy?
Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat?
What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person would be looking at it.
I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal.
But what? Y'all want to step over here and say that?
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any signs of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought.
Order. Continue, Mr. Wright.
You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, You wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You need them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well?
Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
He says, sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was watching that boat till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey, you got the photograph. You got proof.
Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this.
Right. That's why I took this photo and
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
shut my what?
What was she going to say? She took a photo and what? Wait a second.
She even had this photograph to prove it. But you really can't tell from the photo who is shooting. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said, I'll drop the quality of my light, but it should let us see who's who.
She's enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edward. Or worse. What should I do?
Make it show the enlargement.
Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma?
Miss Hart, show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence. Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
I still cannot see who's firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence. Happy now, Mr. Wright?
There has to be something.
You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. And little good has it done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it. I suppose this means that the cross-examination is over, obviously. Then, I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart. And none too soon. That was the flagrant waste of my time. Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required? Nothing, of course. Then I believe it's time for me to declare my verdict.
Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere.
Edward's right hand. This is a left hand. What a twist.
What should I do?
Object to alignment, show other evidence, wait and see.
But wait! Your Honor, this evidence!
I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence. Indeed. We've had opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. I see no point in retracting our steps.
This is bad. Real bad. What should I do? Wait! Your Honor, this evidence! Wait! Your Honor, this evidence! Wait, Your Honor, this evidence! Wait, Your Honor, this evidence! Wait, Your Honor, this evidence!
Fine. Object to the enlargement. I don't think that would be the one.
Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
What might that be? Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo.
This hand.
Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
The hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does...
This man's left hand does what?
Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts. The evidence is clear. The man in the photograph is holding the pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edward's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
Now that everyone in the court has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it is not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot the victim? Precisely. As we have come to have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
Miss Hart. Larry did it. Miss Hart did it.
Who else but the witness, Miss Laura Hart?
But wait, do you have proof of this?
Proof? Proof, smooch. Always with the proof.
Oh, wait. I do need proof, don't I?
Mr. Wright, I'll have you remember, this is a court of law. This court has no reason to prolong the trial, nor is there any need for time to decide this case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear and no room for misinterpretation of the facts. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, guilty. The accused will surrender and the court immediately, to be held pending trial at the higher courts within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned.
Yay, we beat the game. Larry did it.
Wait, I can't do that. Sacrifice one friend to save another? What's the point?
Well, write your answer.
The victim himself. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order! Order! So, you're saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed. That does seem to be the only remaining option. I'm so very sorry. So very, very sorry, Mr. Wright. But suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wounds revealed the distance of which he was shot.
The distance?
The victim was clearly shot from another, further than a meter away.
A meter? That's 3 feet.
There is no way it could have been suicide. Order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data? Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
1 meter away.
I see. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings from this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's all. This court is adjourned.
Phew, that was close. A close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say?
No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right?
Well, yeah, but what happened out there on the lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away too.
What?
Don't give me that look. I did not kill him. I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya. Oh, right. What? Tell her something for me. What? Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all. Would it kill you to just state how you really feel with thanks, Edgeworth? I requisitioned the transcript from Lotta's entry testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition on the trial tomorrow. Of course, she did see the shooter. So, the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard.
To be continued, y'all.
Okay.